John from JJ Innovation Garage in the Peach capital of the state, baby. Gonna let this run a little bit before I get started. It's Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Got anybody over here yet? Got anybody over here yet? Oh yeah, we got 10 people. What's up, Master Destroyer? All right, boys and girls, I'm gonna get right to it. So today is Sunday, and I'm trying to clean up a little bit. Got a bunch of stuff ordered. Man, you'd think all the ordering I've already done, you'd think I'd have everything underneath the blue sun for that 68C10, but every time you turn around, you need something. You need something. Somebody asked me one time, I need you to price the whole job. And I said, man, there ain't no way you can do that because there's 100,000 little nuts and bolts and fixtures and all kinds of stuff, man. There's no way that you can remember everything. I don't care how long do you work on cars. I've been told that a time or two. I'm about to show you what happened today. Well, this afternoon. Like I said, I'm cleaning up. So, got a bunch of stuff ordered for the 68C10. I doubt it'll all be here this week because of Turkey Day, Thanksgiving. So basically, I went to the parts store to get the rear shocks for the 86 Sqaure Body Silverado. These are the brackets for the rear. They were out. So, and the shocks that I got was KYB. I can't remember the part number. But they're supposed to be here Tuesday. So when they get here Tuesday, I'll be able to finish up the back and put the brackets on them. But let me show you what I've done so far. So hold on. How about that? Yeah. So I got the panhard bar. I took all the covers off, took all the sheet metal off, took all that off. I got the panhard bar put in right there. I got it welded fairly good. But now I have to get it up high enough so I can get up underneath it and weld it. And then somebody was kind of beating me up, like, man, I can't believe you left all them wires like that. Relax. It's just mocked up, you know. So it's just mocked up. So the shocks will be mounted to this, the top shock, and then the bottom will be mounted down there. But I need the shock so I can put the shocks on these, mount them to the top, mount the bottoms, and then put them all the way down to their compressed length, which is 9.75, which is 9 3/4. That's bottomed out, and that's where I need it when the truck goes all the way down. So I'm gonna let the truck down. Right now, this is at ride height, because you see it's set at level. So the bed cap is level. Therefore, that's about ride height. So if we're gonna measure, so ride height would be the rear bumper at ride height is 9.5 inches. From the top of the bed, or to the, excuse me, hold on, let me turn this around so you can see what I'm doing. So from right there, from the bottom of that lip to the floor is 23 inches. And the ride height at the front is 25 and a half. So, but the truck's level. So if you put it on the bed cap, and if you put it on the door, I'll show you. If you put it on the door, that's level. So at ride height, that's at ride height, so it's level. Now, of course, it's not gonna be level here because the fender's radiused, you know what I'm saying? So, we'll let it down. These lines are just mock up. Now, you're like, how far are we now? Well, the reason why it's not all the way down is because it's still sitting on the factory gas tank. And the factory gas tank is right there. It's sitting on the gas tank. Matter of fact, you can see it right there. That's the factory gas tank. So it is keeping it from going all the way down. Now, I've already put a fuel cell in the back, and then waiting on the TBI fuel pump to mount it on the rail. Then I got the push fittings right here, and then I can wire all that up, and then we'll go from there. And then once that happens, where's it at? Where it be at? Where it be at? So here is the airlines for all the bags. Not using those DOT push connects because they leak. I don't care, they leak. These right here are rated for 3,000 PSI and they will not leak. This is stainless steel braided line, and all the air ride at the back, or all this is stainless braided line, all that stainless braided. Then when it comes out of this block, it's gonna run to every bag with a stainless steel braided line. And then once all that stainless steel braided line, not using this stuff right here because that stuff leaks. I'm just doing this for mock-up so we can pick the front up and the back up. Also, let's see, what else? Once that happens, then it will come all the way down. Already got the slosh tubs in. Got to relocate the battery. Here's the slosh tubs. Slosh tubs are from Mike Losh and Sarah Losh. Go check them out. So those are mounted. I just got to mount the inner pieces. I just have them mocked up for right now. Probably going to panel bond them to that. And you can see the front. You can see the front is just about all the way to the floor. So the gas tank and the exhaust is what's holding it up. So the exhaust is right, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Yep, see right there? The exhaust is holding it. So once take the exhaust out to relocate raise the exhaust up, it'll come all the way down. Because if I pick the front up to represent no front stuff, the rear bumper sits on the floor. So once it's all done, the rear bumper will touch the floor. The edge of the bedside right there touches the floor. That spot right there touches the floor. And the pinch weld is almost on the floor. I don't know if you watched the other video. I pulled out the stock carpet and everybody keeps asking me, did I paint the floor? No, that is the original floor. And I'm running a 2-piece dry shaft so I didn't have to cut the floor. And then, I mean, it's solid. I even found $1.50 underneath the carpet. Still had the tags underneath it. So, Automail Direct, gonna get a new dash pad, new gauge cluster, all that stuff from Automail Direct. All the interior pieces, he don't know who he's gonna go with yet, and just wait and see what happens. But we do know this, Carolina Audio, so built the raised bed floor, built the wheel tubs, all this to get media blasted, and then treated with POR or something like that. But here's the sheet right here. This piece right here goes on that section, and then it'll get plug welded down once everything's run, because it's easier to run it right now than being up on the lift. So I can run everything, then plug weld the sheet down, and then put the 3/4 birch back down, screw it back down, and then once that happens, it's going to the audio shop, and then the audio shop is going to build a 4th order speaker box that's going to fill up this whole section right here. It's going to have 4 10s, or excuse me, I had something else on my brain. It's going to have 4 15s ported into the cab, and then it'll have Lexan, where you can see all down inside of it. And it'll be all down inside where you can see the lights and the electronics and all that good stuff. And then also I have to reclock these 485 compressors, turn them back this way, up to down, and then finish plumbing up the drains. And then once the drains are done, see those blocks of wood, they're just mocked up. I got to build a stand, so that's stationary. And then when it goes to the audio shop, they can unhook everything. they can build the custom box, screw it down to this stuff, and then you'll see there'll be a picture window with lights, neons, and all that mess in there where you see it all nice and be all jammed up. And then the center section here is going to be a custom bed floor. And then when it's all done, it will be covered in complete one piece of Lexan. So when you actually walk up to the truck, the bed floor will actually be flush from the back to the front, and it will be nice and fitted around the wheel tubs. So I got an idea for the center of the bed. Haven't seen it done yet, which is very, very, very rare because there's been everything under the sun done to these trucks. So I got an idea, not gonna let the idea out of my brain, because if I let it out of my brain, then somebody else might beat me to it. So we got this thing we're gonna do in the middle. We are using black walnut, I will tell you that much. We'll go from there. But that's that. Back to the 68 C10. Got all this stuff ordered, cleaned it up. Also, I'm gonna build a cover. So I was just thinking, you know, this is just a piece of scrap that I had laying down. So I'm actually gonna build a cover that goes over this like that. So all this will be down, and then this cover will go over it, and then it will be broke this way at the top, you know, try to explain it. So it'll be broke like this at the top, and then this will be the front piece, and then I'll TIG those edges together, and then that will be the bolt that holds it. I'll probably put a nut insert on there so it holds it, so it just covers these wires, and then it'll be cleaned up. So just doing that. Also, that's an old mirror that I got from, actually, a guy was gonna throw that mirror in the dump. And I brought it home, took it apart, and the mirror was stamped, big, thick mirror. It was stamped on the bottom, 1936. So the mirror's not really clear. It's just, just yellowish tint, but I like old stuff. So I took it apart, stripped everything, and then restained it. And then those little hearts that are bookends, I restained those too. I'm gonna keep that. That's about it. That's about all I got for today. So once the shocks get here, I can put the rear shocks on. Once the fuel pump gets here, I can put the fuel pump on. I can run the rails. I run the fuel pump, run all that stuff, make sure the fuel's running good. Once all that's done, then I can drop the stock tank. Once I drop the stock tank, then that will bring the truck all the way down, or bring it down some more. I've already put the new cross member in for the transmission a few weeks back. I did a video on that as well. And then schedule it to go to the exhaust shop so they can do the exhaust on it. And then she should be able to bring that front end on down on that. Should be able to bring it on down. Then I can finish wiring up, or actually the air ride's already done. Once I hook up the new stainless steel braided lines to the bags and take out those DOT bags, or take those DOT plastic lines out, the switches work on the switch valve box. It works. Oh yeah, there's the, let me show you. There's the switch box. It works. Now the only other thing I have to put in is that digital control. And it's just pulling wires, and it's plug and play. And then I gotta find a place to gotta put that without doing nothing. So that's about it. Once that's done, I gotta relocate the battery. I've been looking at some gel batteries, because the truck is gonna have to have 2 alternators, which are 380 amp alternators, 2 alternators, and 6 batteries. So 5 batteries are gonna be for the stereo system, and 1 battery is gonna be for the truck and the air ride. So I've been looking at some small gel lithium batteries to stack up. Probably because we're probably shooting around the stereo, probably shooting around 15,000, I don't know, 20,000 watts is the goal. You know, if we can hit 20,000 watts, that's great, is what we're looking for. So we'll just go from there. Also, I've ordered, like I did a video yesterday, ordered a bunch of stuff for this, radio, speakers, amps, all that stuff for the 68. And hopefully next week, I'll find out from the hydro dipper when my tank will be ready to pick up, start doing hydro dipping. And I'm excited about that too. What you boys and girls think? Oh yeah, and one more thing. The 61 Ford box truck, the front suspension should be ready this week. It's probably gonna be after Thanksgiving, to be honest with you. I hadn't heard nothing from them last week, and I'm not gonna ask them this week, because if I call them and they tell me it's ready, then I gotta go pick it up, and it's about a 3-hour ride. So really don't want to get on the road this time of year if I can help it. Plus it's duck season and deer season. So I appreciate every single one of you. I put a thing in my community post. If anybody wants to take a time to go over there and read it. It's coming up on the anniversary of my little boy's death, January 28th, 2019. There is a thing on the post that tells you, that lets you know there's a scholarship at Randolph Community College, which is in Asheboro, North Carolina, and there's a link there. If you want to contribute, I greatly appreciate it, to help other people live their dreams, because my little boy couldn't live his, because unfortunately he passed away unexpectedly, just like that, lickety split. So I appreciate every single one of you. Remember what I said, boys and girls? Wednesday night is chapter 2. Remember, Wednesday is chapter 2 on the auto collision repair book. So I hope to see you Wednesday at 5 o'clock. Remember what I said, boys and girls, don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch, start sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first, let loose and drag. Peace, love, and chicken grease. I'm out.